Okay. This is the first time in 2 months that I've been able to feel like this. When I go out to my property, because the trips have been stressful. You know, that's life. Ask anyone who's alive, they will tell you. And no, the amount of money you have doesn't solve it. Throwing money at a problem does not solve the problem. It never has. The money has to be a tool. An exchange of energy for a job well done. Happy to see that people are still, granted alpacas are out with the cows, but hey, alpacas, horses, cows, there's just too much that's also falling apart. I mean, it's creating a toxic environment, and most people who decide that they're gonna upheave their entire life and go live in the wild in as much as you still can in the year 2025. Choice. Creature comforts. Luxury. Creature comforts. Smart tech. Creature comforts. I mean, I'm still watching. I've been watching it my whole life. It amazes me. The things people will exchange for a clean environment in which to grow. Yes, I will be saying this until the day I die. Look, the 25-mile-an-hour speed limit flipped upside down with someone trying to turn it into 52. And once again, I wanted to stop at Stage Stop and meet some locals. Figure on Sunday it's locals. All the visitors have already headed home. They want to get back to the city because they have so much that has to be done, so they can wake up tomorrow morning and have their first day of getting to work with a sense that they're already an hour late. workers will. The ones who are aware, the ones who you need to keep, whoever has the fortunate, whoever's fortunate enough to have one willing to do the job that you've asked them to do. Here in America, I think sometimes people forget it is a voluntary workforce. People actually pay a lot of money to go to school just to learn how to be really, 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 really good at some things so they can hire themselves out. That is what we are all doing. We are hiring ourselves out to provide. Well, again, talking about the workforce, not the creators. Entrepreneur. See, I am an independent service provider. If it was in construction, I would be considered a freelance contractor. Pretty much every single person I know had a side gig if they had that skill. Something that people thought was worth paying for, because, like me, learning the skill is not an option. I need to hire someone who already has the skill, which is exactly what my clients better be looking for the same thing as well when they decide to hire my services out. coverage that I have now with another company. And they were still almost $30 a month higher. Ever complying with a situation that requires me to, do without something minor. And let's face it, 90% of all the shit we do is, or have, I mean, look what we do. We go to work 8 hours a day in this quest to make more money, to get more things, because things they make it all worth it. They're your addiction. I mean, I'm sorry, a workaholic is no different than an alcoholic. They're addicted to work. It produces the chemicals: dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. I love how they'll name drugs so close to the name of whatever it is that matches the brain chemical that was created to mimic faking out the brain so that the brain gets confused and it no longer functions the way it was meant to function. It is there for more than keeping us from bumping into walls. I do not understand a brain that is that simplistic that I love what Dr. Lipton says. Okay, so the brain's up there, but who's running the brain? Who wrote the code? Who made up the program? I mean, I played with that shit in my 20s, and my knowing that for whatever good they're selling something to the masses as being good for you. Marketing took that game over a long time ago. Personally, I choose people over things unless, people start treating me like a thing. That's pretty much, yeah. When I realize that someone doesn't even, it's not even a nanosecond thought, hey, I'm talking to a person here, they deserve doesn't matter if they're family or I know them or, you know, all that shit that these, you know, it's like there's two levels of evolution happening simultaneously. There are those who are evolving into a conscious awareness that we all need, you know, each other, to working in a system that is beneficial. And just like the forest, I mean, you know, men come in and the forests get better when educated humans, you know, there's nothing wrong. I mean, hello. I mean, it's a giant garden, and you know, I mean, people are still living in the dirt. By choice. Or they're not allowed to leave their country. I don't know. I don't know what other countries do. I know what this country does. And right now, in this country, there are too many people who need somebody to tell them what to do in order for them to function. And now they're going to be making money soon. And they're the ones who will be buying the cars that will drive them, so that they don't have to be responsible for themselves. Because that is the dark side. The seedy underbelly of the evolution of a free society. Learn through trial and error, get smarter, hope that, you know, the generation that's behind you, instead of, you know, shooting the bird at you and saying, oh, you're a screw up, or you don't know nothing, we're so much smarter. Attitude, ego, whatever. That which makes a generation decide that they must define themselves or identify as. She's struggling. I was still in 6th. I was still in my Manuel mode. Manuel works very well when I'm on the inclines that I know go for quite a distance. Require braking if I don't shift over. It likes the 6th gear. What can I say? It goes just a little bit slower. And drive, which is why get back over into drive once I get onto level, like right here. even to Bailey yet, and it's already getting dark. And oh wow, I don't think I've done a video of the new road that I drive up. Such a lovely little drive. It not so much fun at night. Right now I can still see what's around me. When it switches to night, I'm looking for little glowing orbs, which I know are eyeballs attached to something that's probably about to run across the road in front of me. Love all the me's I've been over the last 64 years. Other than being stupid enough to get pregnant at 18. I've not had that many regretful experiences. Yeah, that all happened getting up to 18 before I ended up pregnant. Because I believed that a boy loved me. I believed that love was real. Guy was how many times is this story gonna replay itself in my little brain before I finally figure out how to shred it? It's time to go into the shredder. But apparently, since it's in the Akashic records, and I am the Akashic records of me, I am the living embodiment of that library. logged it out. Before I got to Bailey. I don't know. I'll reset it to 0 tomorrow. Of course, I won't be taking Blue home. still be slush. Slush is worse than ice. No, I take that back. I don't think slush is ever worse than ice. One is like quicksand. And the other is like, who sprayed the spam? Or not spam. Wait a minute. Spam is the ham in the can. Oh, was that stupid spray? Proof that humans are idiots. Let's use an aerosol spray to make our food slide off our pan. Because the grease that's supposed to be in it doesn't work if you just put it in the pan. Only when it's been aerosoled. Scientists need to figure that out. They gotta get paid. But the company's going to make more than enough to cover it all. Teflon is still being produced. People are still cooking on it. People are still buying it from thrift stores, all scratched up, because somebody else understood they were poisoning themselves if they continue to use that pan, so why not give it to some dumb poor person? Yep, that's where my brain just went. Makes me love the angels that came to help me from Conifer and Evergreen all the more. Look at what they were willing to do for me. Look at this. That's not love and genuine compassion and concern and care. I don't know what is. I would do this for them too. And I will not charge mileage beyond Bailey. That whole trip from the expansion property to Bailey, that's going to be, I'm eating that. That's my pay it forward. It's kind of a one of those double-edged things. There you go, the tit for the tat and the good versus the evil. Or, that whole duality thing. Because that's how it is here on the earth, in your earth suit. as for little Blue, that's only $25 a night, and usually it's only a couple of nights. So it's going to be one of those things when I'm going to be hoping that I'm picking up someone else as well. That's what I would want to say. Okay, I'm picking up Sadie, I'm picking up Monty, and I'm picking up Blue. And if Julie has her new puppy by then, and it's not a puppy, and it is old enough to meet the requirements to be able to come stay with me in the first place, yes, I have requirements. I just missed my turn. No, I didn't. See, my brain wants to go pick up Blue, but I took him home, and now I'm going to Monty's house. And I never picked up Monty from his actual house. I now know why they would have rather met me at Richmond Hill. That kind of mileage round trip can get kind of pricey, because this is their turning in at Jefferson. Much shorter, but same little car trip, for me at least. Paved road until it runs out, and then you're in the mud and the slush and the ice and traffic that could be coming the other way, but you're on a road that's a single lane, and you just hope that no one else is coming through. Yes, that was Little Fox. And if you've stuck through this whole little thing, the short little video starts out with me and 4 buck elk bucks. Are they bucks? Bulls? Elk bulls. Bulls and cows. Elk. Anyway, big boy elks. One was missing a horn, so I figured they were the ones that lost rights to the harem. So, as horny little males will do when they don't get to have the girls, they were out probably getting into mischief. And then at the gate, a little harem of deer with their young buck at the back. There's a cute little video of all that fun. I love the fact that these wild creatures live around me. It's the one thing I never understood in all the places that I lived why everyone kept getting rid of the best part of life, the natural world. I mean, I'm sorry, that's the only thing that makes being on planet Earth worth it for me. This beautiful world in and of itself, the diversity, the majesty, the space. I missed the eclipse last night. Don't know. I just lost interest in even seeing it because I would have to go outside. And in my head, I was thinking if it was just me, I'd bundle up like a silly person and watch it out on my Jefferson property. But I still that big. I might look like some fat, juicy something that's going to be good for dinner to somebody out there. I mean, it's wild that, most people, they have their hot tub to be outside in the hot tub when it's freaking freezing. So they can jump out and freeze for the 10 seconds to run back. But who freezes then? You've still got all that heat that you're just getting rid of. At least I do. I'm that way. Feeling my skin start to crack as it dries out. Knowing that I just did more harm than good. Especially if those tablets are in there. If I'm going to be in a hot body of water, it's going to be a natural hot springs. Yes, we're not even halfway yet. We're still on the paved road. We haven't hit the dirt yet. But as you can see, windy, windy, windy. This is mountain life. So many people come here and, all right, we hit dirt. Now we're halfway there. Oh, good. So far, no ice. Yay! Things evaporated like they're supposed to. Go into four-wheel drive. Because that's just what you do when you get on a road like this. If you don't have four-wheel drive, don't go on roads like this. At least not this time of year. Make sure everything's dry. And even that can be a challenge. There's a reason I got a Sport. I'm pretty sure that Sport was in reference to the size at this point, not necessarily the structural integrity of the vehicle. Okay, this begins the private driveway. Oh, there was some ice. There was some slip. Now, the nice thing about this part, I don't have to worry about someone coming the other way. But Flip comes home with this darkness, probably even darker. He has a class that lasts until 10 p.m. or he gets home around 10. Whatever he does, I'm usually wishing I could be asleep. But I know he's gonna be there, so I don't go to sleep. Never mind. Okay. Yes, I needed some lotion on my dried out hands because I couldn't grip the steering wheel. It was like having chalk. That's how dry my skin can get, which is why I try to keep them gloved. Now, this is the run that Monty takes. He's getting better. We've still only done it just a few times. It's nothing regular. Because as you can see, there are a lot of things that I have to watch out for, while also at the same time knowing I have a dog that's running beside me. And learning. And yes, I'm parking here tonight. I will back myself up tomorrow.